Hello, kiddos. Okay, today I'm going to give you a hopefully quick tutorial about how to make something loop. Looping, of course, is when a sprite is moving, moves off screen, and comes back on the other side. This can also work when a sprite is moving from bottom to top or top to bottom, goes off the top, comes back from the bottom again. So we're going to start with this little goat, and I'm going to set him to move across the screen from left to right. Now, if I look right below the reset button, you can see the X values as I move from left to right get bigger. So I'm going to use the counter pattern to move my little goat, and I'm going to use add operator, the math add block, because I want the X value to get bigger each time. So let's add 5. So now my goat is moving across the screen. Awesome. Except he keeps going and doesn't come back. It might be all the way over here by now. If you again look right below the reset button, you can see that the X value, as we get all the way to the edge, gets closer and closer to 400, and the edge actually is 400. So basically, when the goat goes off screen, the X value has gotten to be more than 400. Like it's somewhere over here, which is 450 pixels. I don't know. So let's grab an if block and check if the goat's X is more than 400 or greater than 400. So if the goat's X is more than 400, it's gone off screen. In that case, I want it to come back on the left side, and the smallest possible X value we can see right below the reset button is 0. So I'll set the goat's X to be 0. Now when I reset and run, we can see the goat loops. Now, I personally feel like looping looks best when the sprite goes all the way off screen and comes back from all the way off screen. So to do that, instead of checking if the goat's gotten to 400, I'm going to check if it's gotten to 450. And instead of checking to see if the goat's X is 0, I'm going to check if it's even less than 0. Let's do negative 50. All right, let's see. Absolutely, it goes all the way off screen, comes back from all the way off screen. Now let's talk a little bit about why. Let's make our cat move up, and then we can make him loop. So watch right below the reset button and look at the Y values. They're getting smaller as we move up. So when I use my counter pattern here with the cat's Y, if I want the number to get smaller, I'm going to use the subtract block. So instead of adding 5 this time, I'm going to subtract. And now the cat is moving up. But since I haven't checked to see if it went off screen, it's not going to loop. The smallest possible Y value that is on screen, if you look right below the reset button, it looks like it's 1, but it's actually 0. I just can't quite get my mouse there. If I go above that, I've gone to something like negative 10, negative 20, negative 50. So I need to check and see, has the cat's Y gotten to even less than 0, to a negative number? So let's check if the cat's Y is even less than 0. So let's scroll down a little. If the cat's Y is less than 0, if so, I want it to come back at the bottom. And the bottom, the biggest possible Y value, right below the reset button, it looks like it's 399, but it's really 400. So the biggest Y value on the screen is 400. Let's set it to that to start with. So now the cat goes up and he loops. But like I said, I feel like it looks better if it loops, goes all the way off screen before looping and comes back from all the way off screen. So the cat's a little bigger than the goat. Instead of checking 50 further, I'm going to check 60 further. So let's go to negative 60. And for go all the way down here. Let's call that 460 pixels. If this is 400, this is 460, where my mouse is. That's just a guess, honestly. All right, let's try that. And we successfully loop. And smoothly, in my opinion, since it goes all the way off screen and comes back from all the way off screen. All right, so that is my looping tutorial. You may say, but Miss Goodman, what if I want my sprite to go down and loop? Well, if you look at lines 9 to 12, if you replace every time I used X with Y, that'll make it go down. And if you say, Miss Goodman, what if I want my sprite to move from right to left? Well, if you look at lines 13 to 16, if you replace every place there's a Y with an X, that will make it go from right to left. So there's the tutorial. If you have any further questions, you can try watching it again, or you can ask me some questions in class. Make something awesome, kiddos. Bye.